30 top freestyle snowboarders and skiers have made it to downtown Queenstown for the Park Life event.
Yeah, 206collab, the perfect combination. 3 MCs and 1 DJ, a deadly concoction. It's like this. Yeah, we were deadly concoction, operating like fiends. Needles dropping lethal like methamphetamine. We'll drop the venom in like Spike Lee. With 8 legs and a web of skills, we're likely to bite thee. And now you're selling out to pipe dreams. Not Aussie hip-hop, that's right, we fight the fight nightly. We got the call and response, and now the revolution's on to reform your renaissance. From Xanadu to Kubla Khan, we decree we'll get you dome moving quicker than a guillotine. Got a little bit of water and gasoline to burn slow, and we'll be blazing with more poetry than Dante's Inferno. The roof's on fire higher than a nuke reactor, and I'm like Luther nailing it with the truth factor. Ripping it up, right up to the rapture with more memorable moments that Kodak can capture.
We've got 20 cubic metres of snow getting shipped in from the remarkable ski field, dumped into downtown Brecon Street in Queenstown, middle of Queenstown. We've got a scaffolding structure getting built, some stairs, artificial stairs, and then 2 rails put down the stairs.
Set up a big scaffolding setup with a drop ramp and 2 rails, just a down rail and a down flat down. And there's over 20 stairs, I guess.
20 stairs or so. A little bit intimidating. Just a whole bunch of snowboarders in New Zealand just competing for cold hard cash.
You can come up on us, that's something you want to. By trying to duck our 50-foot sets a joke. You started like I was born with no defense, like Glenn McGraw on my delivery. Double rolls and chapel bowling underarm. We come to harm, fake MCs. Got them running hectic, cause the only rapping done with their mouths is round ears. Our fate relates to what it takes to make trades great. Break bass molecules to catalyze weight. Shamrock the high grade, perfect rhyme pace. Mixed with beats blows minds away. Yo, it's time to pray as we erupt, fearing your crew, mate. MC standing shaking like buildings on earthquakes. His first breaks the very structure of your makeup. You wake up to the perfect perpetual shake-up. 206 stays tough, your weak sound is brittle. Time to put these tools on ice like their name was Cold Chisel.
A event like this, it's more, it's going to be a jam format, so the riders can have as many hits as they like, as opposed to so-and-so dropping now, it's going to be like fighting to get onto that rail, so they get to hit it a lot more. There's $2,000 up for grabs for the first place, there's $1,000 up for the chicks, there's $1,000 up for the skiers, there's $750 for trick on one kink, and the trick on the down, so man, I'd be pretty stoked if I could win $2,000, so mate, all 4 of them, they can go hard. I don't care if they'd like it or not, They better like it. They can win some cash.
It's usually a pretty fun event, the crowd usually gets pretty into it, and it's a good night. I hate crowds, to be totally honest, but it kind of does get you amped up, you kind of got a little bit of pressure to sort of try something that maybe you usually wouldn't.
I wouldn't say that I'd like competing in front of a massive crowd, but it's quite rewarding to get cheered on.
I'm pretty sure we'll see definitely some spins onto the down rail, maybe 270 degrees. Through the kink, probably maybe 270s onto the kink, pretty difficult. Maybe down through the kink, oiling off, 180s off, front boards through the kink, nollies, nose slides, tail slides, 5-0s, mate, you name it. It's getting pretty tech these days, and they're all pro riders, most of them, so they know what they're doing, and that's their job. So they're putting their bodies on the line and going pretty hard.
Looking at the kink rail for sure. I like that kink rail. I've been practicing on the one up here, so we'll just have to see.
Tricks for me, I like kind of spinning onto the rails, so front side 2 stairs on or back side 2 stairs, then switch front boards, and I don't know, we'll see how it's feeling.
Now the revolution's on to reform your renaissance. The 206. Perfect combination. Your whole crew's dead. Your whole crew's dead. Once this passion is unleashed. Needles and 3 threads of dope lyricism that's wound so tight it's about to choke. Little children feel this syndrome, sudden infants deaf to like this, jumping out of bed and sick with J Platinum's right wrist. Cause when this kid cuts, it's like the cut of his jib, scratching up shit like some sick arsehole with worms, bitch. You didn't know this click could rip on the battle tip? We kept that on the slide like the camera in a Rocky flick. Cocky shit, obviously concocting scripts is flipping skips, pencils in penicillin pricks in your pad through your rants, inoculating with steams. I've been rocking loose sleep before Adam and Eve. Attention grabbing, skill testing with the rise of my ball. You're caught to pick up a toy. You had 3 shiny hooks, my crew combines to work the angles. The illest believe it, either that or no denial, just a river in Egypt. Now you didn't know this, straight rip on the battle, rip on the battle tip. They kept it on the slide, kept it on the slide like the camera in a flick.
The 206, perfect combination, perfect combination.
Your whole crew's dead, dead. Once just